name is Veronica Sosa, and you're watching Veronica's Club. And I have a special friend all the way in Orlando, Evan Klassen. Hello, Evan.
Hey, Veronica. I'm very honored to be on your show. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm so happy to have you here because I'm impressed of. I just met you about a week ago, and we had such a amazing time in JT's Fox reunion, family reunion, and I was impressed of what you have achieved and where you're at now. And I know that you are a sample for a lot of us that want to go to that level. So tell us about you, please.
Well, first of all, Veronica, it was really amazing to meet you, and that event was amazing. You know, one thing I've learned about life, you have to position yourself in an environment of growth, right? Because we all achieve success at our level, and only when you come into a room where you have people that are much more successful than you, you're like, wow, I want to grow. I want to work harder on myself. I want to really go to the next step. And I was very inspired how you spoke and what you shared, your message, and you just been shining through everything that you've been doing. So thank you so much for bringing that light to so many people. Well, I'm an immigrant kid here in America. I was actually born in the poorest country of Central Asia during war, persecution, and poverty. And it's kind of a really crazy time. And at 8 years old, we escaped to Germany. I lived for 15 years in Germany, so my family is German. And then at 21 years old, I moved to America, and this is where kind of my entrepreneurial journey began. I remember at 20 years old, I was kind of lost. I had no idea what to do in life. I went through kind of a depression, almost like really struggled with myself. I actually almost, thought about ending my life because I didn't saw purpose in my life and then saw like where I want to go.
Wow.
And finally, I got introduced to great mentors. I got introduced to a great business model that allowed me to, for the first time, learn about entrepreneurship. And when I learned about entrepreneurship, I was so fascinated about personal growth and that you can be whatever you want to be if you work hard for it. And so when I moved to America, this is where I said, you know what, this is a country of a free. This is, my opportunity to really redesign my life and let my past stay in the past and really start working on a new future and working, designing my life the way I want it to be. And so I started in 2006 in real estate, and I have to say I struggled. I was very committed to make it through, and I said, either you see me on the top waving and saying hello, or you see me dead on the side, but I'm not staying here. I'm not going to stay in a room of mediocrity because I've seen, we had 9 kids. I've seen, my family was beautiful. I had beautiful parents, but we lived paycheck to paycheck, and I really wanted something else for my life, for my future. And so for a year and a half of moving to America, I actually struggled like crazy. I made no money. I was broke, and it was just a really, really difficult and hard time. And so before I had my final breakthrough, a year and a half later from the time I moved to America, and once I had the breakthrough in real estate, it went on, and we built a couple of different businesses and built organizations in one of the businesses in over 50,000 people, 23 different countries, and I had the chance to co-author 2 best-selling books, and again, just literally in those books, and the reason why I co-authored those books were all the struggles I had to go through. It's like
All the
all the
experience.
challenges I had to overcome, led me to, and open up those challenges, open up the doors that allowed me to, co-authors those books, and now just really travel the world and inspire the people to live their dream, and show them that, hey, if I can do it, a broke immigrant kid started with nothing, that fought his way through, was broke like crazy, but today I just look back and I'm like, wow, I'm just grateful to God and the universe that I had all those opportunities that I took advantage of and worked hard for to be where I am today. So that's kind of a little story about myself. So.
Oh, but that's perfect. That's perfect because I'm an immigrant myself. I live in Belgium, and I'm listening to you, and I just got inspired. This inspiration that bring you. It's really like when you are trying to achieve a goal, and it's not easy, but you have to believe in yourself, and that's what you're doing. And you have this smile talking about that rough past. So it's quite amazing to see you because I don't know. You just give me three tips that you apply for every day to keep up that energy level.
Well, first of all, here's tip number one, right? When we change the way we look at things, the things we look at will change. It's a message by which I live by. Look, we don't control what happens to us, right? None of us can control. I can't control my past. I can go back and, change where I was born, the challenges I went through. I can't. So knowing that, I decided I will embrace my past. Knowing that, what we can do is we can change the meaning that the past means to us today. So what I did, instead of saying, oh my gosh, I went through depression, I said, what are the lessons I've learned from it? Who is the person I become? Maybe what are the things I got rid of because of that depression? Maybe what are the people that I get rid of my life? Maybe who are the people that were by me during that time? And I found so many beautiful things that happened around it. And I said, you know what? Actually, that difficult time where I was at the bottom of my life was the most precious time of my life. I will never want it not to be a part of me. I'm grateful to God for that opportunity because it did something to me, that it brought some out of me that otherwise I wouldn't have, which appreciation for life. It's a second chance that God gave me. And now when I think about it, I get fired up. I bring it on. I'm like, God cared enough for me to give me this challenge so I can be. He gave me a humble beginning so I can value other people, so I can appreciate other people. I can relate to other people. It's a gift that you can go to Harvard and learn, right? You can go to a coaching class and learn that. It's something that's part of me. So I found a lot of beautiful things in my story, in my past, and I'm like, you know what? I will embrace those. That's amazing. I can buy this for money anywhere. So it's part of my experience, and rather than holding me back, I will make it my foundation and a stepping stone why I do what I do every day. It becomes my big reason why. So now, when I get challenges, so I always ask myself questions, because questions always determine what we focus on, right? So if I ask myself, oh, why am I a victim? Why is this universe giving me all those challenges? Or why did I fail? Why am I in this relationship? Why is this happening to me? You will find many reasons why. And then you're going to believe in them. You say, yeah, I'm a loser. Yeah, I'm destined to this. I say, you know what? Why? So this happened to me. What are the lessons I've learned from it? Who did I become? How can I grow from it? How can I not repeat the mistakes? And I'm like, man, those are valuable lessons. I'm like, hey, thank you for this opportunity to grow. So I take every challenge as an opportunity to grow. And it's not easy. Sometimes it's emotional, sometimes. But when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. That's one of my fundamentals for my philosophy of life. I just take the time to find something, there's always a seed of opportunity in every challenge that you have, and a seed of growth. And I want to find that seed and then plant it, so it creates belief that those are challenges are there to grow me, not to destroy me. So that's maybe a couple of different ideas in why I decide is a choice. Happiness not how I feel, it's a choice. I choose to be happy because I can, because I take whatever happens to me and turn it around towards an advantage. So I take my disadvantages, turn it around into my advantages.
And learn from them. That's really good. That's really good. As well, I've seen you with a notebook that you write your things there. But you were in a party and you had your notebook with you. Are you carrying your notebook always to write your things and your ideas?
Well, here's one thing here's one thing I've learned. If it's worth living, it's worth recording, right? And I look at many moments of my life where I did not have my notebook, and I'm like, I wish I would write it down. I wish, I could go back to some of the notes, some of this. So actually, I really made a habit to have it with me now. Every event I go, I took, just in the last 45 days, I took about 180 pages of notes. And it's things that inspired me. It's things that I felt like that triggered something in me, things, great sayings and great just wisdom, because I go to a lot of seminars. I get, to speak at different seminars. So I take notes in a way that if I would present this tomorrow to someone else. So that's why I take a lot of notes. But it's just, I have it because it's just, you never know where's that moment that you open up the notes, you read, and you have your biggest breakthrough in life.
That's true. That's true. And another thing as well, I'm knowing that you're going to go to an event and you could be traveling to Asia. Is it that you're going? Where are you going next
Yeah, I'm
week?
going to Korea. I have a seminar I'm doing in Korea. I'm going to be there from the 1st to the 7th. And then I'm coming back and I'm going to a Tony Robbins event for 6 days. It's a full immersion, six
Excellent.
days all in. That's obviously one thing I can tell to everyone. Look, what changed really my life is personal growth. Because what it did, it allowed me to look at my life from a different perspective. Rather than being a victim, I decided to be a victor of my life. I decided to really, look at my life different through mentors, through books I've read, through tapes I've read. And so what I recommend you, of course, always work harder on yourself than you work on your business. That's the greatest advice I've heard from Jim Rohn. And I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to go to different seminars, different events, to learn from different coaches. And it's, that's why I can't even take credit for my success, because it's been an extension of the things I've learned, the people I surround myself with, and I've been just blessed to be, in the midst of that and grow from it. So,
Well, I'm really blessed to be today talking to you, and I hope this is not the last time we talk because I need to learn more from you for sure.
well, Veronica, I know you have great things ahead of you, and I do want to tell you that I expect great things from you, and I know you're going to do great things. And everybody that's listening to your show, make sure that you share it. Make sure that you just, inspires, because I know, Veronica, you have a great heart. You want to give back, and you want to really just inspire and empower women. And growing up with seven sisters, for me, I'm like, it's not. I want to see women kick butts. I think that the world would be a better place if we would have more women stepping up, growing personally, developing themselves, discovering, really uncovering what the potential that's within them. And it, if you're a woman listening to this, I want you to know you have greatness in you, regardless of what. You don't have anything hold you back. Some of the greatest entrepreneurs that are going to be up and coming entrepreneurs are going to be women. And I think the world is going to be a better place because of that. I think we're going to have better run businesses, and I think we're going to have better run society, when we have more women that raise up and take ownership of their life, rather than say, oh my gosh, I'm this position. Listen, if you don't like something, don't hang in there. If you go through hell, don't slow down, go faster. You don't like something, get out of it. And meaning is like, put yourself in a position of growth. See, hey, what do I need to do to get out of the situation? Who I need to study? What books do I need to read? Who is the person I need to become? Because we attract things in our life by the person we become. So the most valuable thing that you can do for you, if you want to change and grow from your situation, is invest into yourself, grow yourself. There's a lot of free stuff. If you limit it on funds, go on YouTube, look for books like Think and Grow Rich Today, or Think and Grow Rich. Look for book How to Win Friends and Influence People, Psycho Cybernetics. There's so many great books. If you look at them, Tony Robbins, look him up, and just study success. Start where you can, but really develop that hunger and that thirst for personal growth, and you'll see how your life will start blooming and changing in so many areas of your life. And that's what I would leave you with. So, share with you. I believe in you. I believe you can change, because I changed my life from the bottom of the bottom. I changed my life, and if I can do it, I absolutely think you guys can do it, and you will do it if you give it a chance.
Excellent, excellent. I want you to know that I'm your fan number one, and I want everybody to look on your webpage and look your books and follow you because you are the best. So I hope to see you soon. And guys, please keep watching the next episodes because
Take care. Bye.